Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. We are a group of 25 from BNB 12603 Physics for Engineering Technology Section 2. I am Muhammad KAMIRUL HAMIZAN bin LUKMAN and I am your moderator for today's discussion session. We will open an interesting topic where it relates to climate change. Our theme in the discussion this time is heat. Our topic related to this theme is the climate change scenario in Malaysia. Each of our presenters will be given the opportunity to give their respective part on the issue. Without, I would like to introduce our group members. I am Muhammad KAMIRUL HAMIZAN bin LUKMAN, metric number CN 210375.
Hi guys, my name is Farhan bin Rahman for my card matrix CN 210406.
My name is Muhammad Daniel HAFIZ bin Abu AMRIN and my matrix number is CN 210369.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad HUZAIR bin HASNOL and my metric number is CN210339.
Let us continue the discussion with the introduction of the report. Definition: climate change refers to long-term shift in temperatures and weather patterns. This shift may be natural, but since the 1800s, human activities have been the main driver of climate change, primarily due to burning fossil fuels like coal, oil and gas, which produce heat-trapping gases. Climate change is the long-term alteration of temperature and typical weather pattern in a place. Climate change could refer to a particular location or the planet as a whole. Climate change may cause weather patterns to be less predictable. This unexpected weather pattern can make it difficult to maintain and grow crops in regions that rely on farming because expected temperature and rainfall levels can no longer be relied on. Climate change has also been connected with other damaging weather events such as more frequent and more intense floods, downpours, and winter storms. Climate change results from an increase of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere. Carbon dioxide concentration in the atmosphere have risen or one-third since the Industrial Revolution and are set to double in the next 100 years. For Malaysia, the effect of climate change and global warming is real and cannot be viewed lightly. Hence, this issue should be taken seriously by all parties in ensuring that the human environment is not affected by it. The government, non-governmental organizations, NGOs, and the public should take initiative to enhance their awareness about the factors that lead to climate change. Climate change in Malaysia is expected to have a considerable impact in Malaysia. Increasing temperatures are likely to greatly increase the number of heat waves occurring annually. Variation in precipitation may cause drought and floods in various local areas. Let's continue the discussion with Muhammad Daniel Hafiz bin Abu Amrin for the issues and challenges. Please welcome.
Thank you to the moderator for giving me the chance to speak. Climate change is expected to have a considerable impact in Malaysia, as the increase in temperature is likely to affect us in ways we could and couldn't predict. However, before we get into how the increase in temperature affects us, we need to know about Malaysia's own climate. Malaysia is located near the equator, which means the climate is hot and humid throughout the year. However, Certain climate conditions may vary across the country, with areas categorized as highlands having a cooler temperature along with high cloud cover. Areas designated as lowlands having temperatures between 23 Celsius and 32 Celsius along with high humidity. And also areas designated as coastal having similar temperatures to lowlands, however, receive more sunlight and less rainfall. Malaysia faces two monsoon wind seasons, the southwest monsoon from late May to September and the northeast monsoon from October to March. The northeast monsoon brings in more rainfall compared to the southwest monsoon, while the southwest monsoon brings significantly less. The average yearly rainfall in Malaysia is around 3,085.5 mm, while the average monthly rainfall is ranging from 200 mm and 350 mm from June and July and November and December respectively. According to a temperature mapping study done by Think City Sendirian Berhad, the temperature in Malaysia is steadily increasing, with a very high increase in urban areas. The studies show a very high increase in temperatures for Kuala Lumpur, Bayan Lepas and Georgetown, and also Johor Bahru. The study found an average increase of 5.63 Celsius for the urban areas from the year 1988 to 2020. The studies found that the increase in temperature could be linked to the development of the area as well as attributed to global warming and also climate change. Based on a statement by Think City's geospatial analyst Dr. Celia Leong, the temperature mapping studies showed that urban greening could reduce the effect of the increase in temperature. Urban greening is defined as public landscaping and urban forestry projects that create mutually beneficial relationships between city dwellers and their environments. The most common forms of urban greening projects are installing trees, parks, and also landscaping green areas in newly built building projects. The study also shows that materials such as concrete and bitumen, which absorbs and re-emits the sun's heat more than the natural landscape, which is abundant in the urban landscape. According to a statement by Dr. Celia Leong, increases in temperature linked to climate change and urban expansion is a growing challenge for the livability of cities, human health, and also urban wildlife. You might be wondering, how could the increase in temperature due to climate change affect our health? Natural disasters could happen more frequently, with events such as a fire igniting due to the extreme heat causing wildfires, flooding due to the increased amount of rainfall, and also drought and heat stroke brought about by the heat waves. Next, heat stress due to the increase in temperature and humidity can lead to chronic illnesses and even death, as working in a hot environment increases the risk of health problems and the ability to perform work tasks. This increases accident risk and, if prolonged, could lead to heat exhaustion or even worse, heat stroke. This proves that climate change poses some serious implications for occupational health and safety. Finally, climate change also makes the country more vulnerable to vector-borne diseases. This is due to how the increase in temperature influences the life cycle of parasites and mosquito. Also, rainfall provides a place for mosquito fertilization and breeding. As the most acute cases of dengue fever and malaria occur in the hot seasons. Before we move on to our next topic, I would like to once again thank the moderator and would like to come back to him.
Thanks to Daniel HAFIZ for the interesting sharing just now. Next, please welcome Muhammad HUZAIR bin HASNOL to continue our discussion with the solution and innovation about this topic.
Thank you to our Mr. Moderator, KAMIRUL HAMIZAN. So now I will present to you about the innovation and the solution for our topics. So for the first solution is reduce the amount of private vehicles on the road. Malaysian roadways are clogged with vehicles, most of them burning diesel and gasoline. Walking or riding a bike instead of driving will reduce the greenhouse gas emission and help your health and fitness. For longer distances, consider taking a train or bus and carpool wherever possible. By using public transport, we can reduce carbon monoxide emission as well as reduce the depletion of the ozone layer. We can also raise the cost of the diesel and gasoline based on a study done by Murray, Patrick, and Honorary and Damon in 2019. The numbers of cars moving per capita is lower in countries with high oil prices. This shows that increasing oil prices is effective in reducing the movement of private cars. Figure below shows the number of total vehicles that were used from 1980 to 2009. As we can see, in the 1980 to 1985, total vehicles decreased from 97,262 to 94,999. But starting from 1990 to 2009, the number increased drastically from 165,861 to 536,905, and the number still rose up until now. For the second solution, which is save energy at home. Unlike how it is with vehicles on the road, the potential for energy saving measures that help with the environment in domestic places such as a house differs in several ways. Studies done by the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change (IPPC) 2014 show that the domestic house energy use covers multiple tasks, including space cooling, water heating, refrigeration, cleaning of clothes, dishes and room, lighting, and operating domestic appliances like TV sets and computers. However, with the system such as a smart home technology, energy efficiency from homes could be more easily achieved. A study done by Tirado Herrero in 2018 shows that the contribution of homes toward carbon emissions can be reduced to the 1.5 Celsius mitigation pathway set by the Paris Agreement. Smart home technologies also contribute toward UN Sustainable Goals development goals, which, among many things, aim towards affordable and clean energy, sustainable city and communities, plus action towards reducing the effects of climate change. Figure below shows a comparison between 9 Asian countries in terms of energy consumption. Malaysia came out with 49% of electricity and heat production, to 24% of manufacturing industry and construction, 23% of the transportation, 2.5% of residential building, commercial and public services, and last but not least 0.4% for the others.
Thank you to HUZAIR for sharing earlier. Last but not least, we continue to give space and opportunity to Farhan bin Rahman to draw conclusion related to this topic. Please welcome.
Thank you for our moderator. For conclusion, we need to take apart and try to stop global warming and another effect on climate change. If the Earth's temperature continues to rise in the future, living on the Earth will become extinct due to the high temperature. If the humans contribute to controlling the global warming, this world will become a cooler and the higher temperature that we currently have will be decreased. If everyone has want to take a stand and try to the end of the most of the climate change that are occurring, this world will become a safer place to live on. For the final conclusion, the innovation need to be done to address the issue that have been highlighted in this report. This is based on the innovation provided by this study that found that reducing the use personal vehicles and reducing the energy production at home is the one of the most effective measure to overcome this problem of the climatic change in our country. This method is already carried out in another countries compared to another countries. Malaysia is far behind in tackling the issue brought forward by the climate change. So this is my presentation. So I will give hand to our moderator. Thank you.
Thank you to Farhan and also the presenters for interesting and instructive sharing and suggestion to all of us. I hope this discussion can give an interesting idea to others. Due to time constraints, we end our discussion session here. Thanks for willing to listen with us.